Good evening. Nice to see you again. Tonight I'm going to be making a creamy baked pumpkin mac and cheese. On my little tiny sheet pan, I have 4 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. They're gluten-free. You can use regular ones. You know me, I eat gluten-free. These are going to go in the oven at 350 for 5 minutes. I'm going to pop those in right now and set my timer on. And while that's toasting, I also diced up 2 tablespoons of fresh chives, and I've got water going in the back for my pasta. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of salt into the water and let that come to a boil again. So as soon as that's done, we'll come back and we'll finish up the rest of the stuff. My pasta water's come to a boil, so I'm going to put my ½ a pound of pasta in there. I'm going to give it a stir. And because it's gluten-free, it takes a little longer to cook. So it'll probably, if this one takes like 14 to 15 minutes, I'm going to cook it a minute less to make it al dente. When you're cooking your pasta, always make sure it's al dente, probably a minute less. In this pot over here, my pan over here, I'm letting this heat up. I'm going to put 3 cups of, this is unsweetened almond milk. You can use unsweetened macadamia if you want it a little nuttier, or you can use unsweetened oat milk. I'm going to put that into the pan. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of chipotle pepper, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Oops, can't get my spoon in that one. I like a smoked paprika. It does give a nice flavor. And I'm going to give that a whisk. And we're going to let this cook until it's, bring it to a boil and let it cook until it's about half of what the liquid is you have in here. So we're going to give this a stir, bring it to a boil, and let it cook for about maybe, I'd say like maybe 15 minutes, and it'll be reduced to half. Okay, as you can see, it's half reduced. I'm now going to add my ½ a cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie mix, pumpkin puree. I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to put in my 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. And then I will add my 2 egg yolks, just the yolk part, and then I'm going to give it a stir and let it cook through, get it all nice and thick here. My pasta is done. I have that draining. It smells delicious. All right. So that's all cooked. We don't want the eggs to scramble, so you have to do them right away. We're going to take this off the heat. We're going to add our 8 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. We're going to give it a stir again. Stir it all mixed with the blend thing. And then I'm going to put my pasta right into it. And then we're going to take, I like to use a scraper, rubber scraper, to mix it with. Oh, that's my timer going off. Okay. And we're going to mix this all together till it's completely covered. I don't want to flip it in the air, because if I make it go all over the floor, it won't be a fun sight. I don't want to have to clean it. Okay, this is all coming together very nicely. Okay, now I'm going to plate some of this up. And then we're going to take the mixture of the panko breadcrumbs that were toasted, our chives, and 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And we're going to sprinkle it over the top. And there you have it. See you next week. Here's the recipe. Have a good week.
Early 20s. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, so I